Okay, so I'm going to show you now how to make a flowchart, okay? And I'm just going to do it in Word because it's very hard to write with the mouse. Here. I'm going to go File, New, blank document. Okay, and I'm just going to turn the page around. It doesn't matter how you choose to do this, okay? And the one we're going to do is, let's say, we'll title it, Making a Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich. Okay, so you already know about the shapes if you've watched the previous video and that sort of thing. So I'm going to go to the Insert tab, alright? And if you are making one in Word, it does have all the flowcharting shapes in there. You can see all the basic shapes here in the flowcharting, okay? So this is the little start-stop symbol. And you can just make it any size you want. And now to get the words in it, if you were doing it in Word, and remember when you do this, you can totally draw this by hand, okay? Just go Add Text, and this is my start. Right? I'm just going to make that a little smaller. Okay, and so when we make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich after we start, what do we want to do next? Well, we need to get some things out. Now the question is, are we starting from, we don't have bread, we don't have peanut butter, we don't have jelly, do we have to go to the store? Okay, we're assuming that we're at home. We could do it from that way, but it would be a very long flow chart. Okay, so we're going to assume that we're at home, that we have peanut butter and jelly and bread. We have one kind of peanut butter, one kind of bread, and we're going to use two different types of jelly to choose from in our example, okay? And now, if you're programming a piece of equipment, guys, you do have to tell it every step. So you literally have to say, move to this position, move down 2 inches, open the gripper, move down 3 inches, close the gripper. You have to tell it every step. It's a piece of equipment. It doesn't know anything else, okay? But when we're doing this flow chart, I'm not going to say, open the cabinet door, grab the bread, put the bread on the counter, close the cabinet door, untwist the twist tie. Okay, we're going to say things like get bread out, get peanut butter out, okay, that sort of thing. So when we start, right, first I put the start shape in. Now I'm going to go to insert. Okay, my next shape I really need is an arrow, but I'm going to go ahead and draw my box first. Now remember, I told you I'm not very good about using the other shapes. Okay, I tend to just keep using the rectangle, the start, the stop, and the diamond for the decision box. Okay, you need to use the diamond for the decision box and the start and stop shape. It can kind of look like a bubble or whatever, but okay, those are the ones you need to. All right, so I could now do something like I could say get bread out, but that's a problem for me because I don't want to put my bread on the counter, so I'm going to say get plate. Okay. And so that's my next step. All right. So now I would need to connect those with an arrow. Oops, that's not the right thing. Shape, arrows, okay. Alright. Then I'm going to make that a little bolder. I just want it to be a little darker. Okay. There you go. And now, just because it's easy, all I'm going to do is copy, okay, and paste. Alright, so after I get the plate out, I probably need to get the bread out. Okay, and I need an arrow again. I'm using copy and paste here, and then just rearranging some things, which is convenient. Okay, now I need to get the peanut butter out. Okay, and I got to connect it. Remember, I'm following the flow of my arrows. Okay, slow that down just a little bit. Alright, so I've got the plate out, the bread out, the peanut butter out. Okay, let's just say we're going for a classic here, and you think you might want grape jelly. Need a decision box, and see when I hover over it, it says Flowchart decision. Alright, so I'm going to put that shape in, make it just a little bigger. Okay. It's kind of really big now. Alright. There we go. Need to add the text, and I'm going to say, is there grape jelly? Can't see it. Okay. Gonna have to make this one a little bigger to see it, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna put an arrow coming into there. That's our decision. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so is there grape jelly? Alright, if the answer is yes, okay, I think what I'm going to do is get the jelly out. Okay, and I'm going to put that up here. Okay. Alright, and now I need to take my arrows and oh my. Alright, so I'm just making my arrows. Okay, now I could have done the area where I could have turned it, and that probably would have been a better idea, but I didn't. So we'll just go with this one for right now. I drew a lot of arrows. Okay. Get these maybe big enough you can see them a bit better. Okay. We need to get the grape jelly out then. Okay, so after I get the grape jelly out, what is it I want to do next? Well, I really I need a knife, right? Okay, so now we need to get a knife out. Alright, and then we need to spread the peanut butter and the jelly. Okay. Put some arrows to connect them. Alright, and then we need to put the bread on top. I've got my arrow ready. And then what we'll do is, now we've made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, so now we need to stop. Okay. Okay, now put in the one. Okay, I got to get this thing. Hooked up here. And then, oh, it's so not cooperating with me. Sometimes learning to manipulate these things is a pill. Oh, this is not working. I'll just make regular arrows. Okay. And so, guys, is there grape jelly? Remember, this is a yes or no decision. We need to label which outlet is which. And you can actually even, should be able to add text here. Look, it's not going to let me add a text box. So, there we go. I can put a Y for yes or the word yes, doesn't matter which. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to be fancy even and get rid of that box or whatever. Alright, now is there grape jelly? No. Okay, let's say there's no grape jelly. So, come out of there. The answer is no. Need to label that one too. Alright, and then once we do that, is there grape jelly? No. Okay, now we're going to look at, let's say, is there apple butter? I like apple butter. See? Really kind of running out of room here, but okay, is there apple butter? Alright, let's say that the answer is no, because I'm going to cheat on the one that's no. Alright, today for our no, I'm going to do this. Alright. Let's say I'm picky, I only want one of those two, and I don't want a peanut butter sandwich. So let's say never mind, and then from there, I'm just stopping. Okay, now I get, guys, that I did not clean up, put anything away. We need the sandwich. We just said we were making one, okay? So is there apple butter? No, never mind. Okay, if there is apple butter, yes. The yes there. We're going to get the apple butter out. Okay, and once we get the apple butter out, guys, here's the thing. The process is the same now. Alright? And I can just loop back into this part of my process where it says get the knife out, spread the peanut butter and the jelly, put the bread on top, and then stop. Okay? So let me zoom out so you can see the whole thing on one screen maybe. Oh, the print is so small. But you get the idea then what this looks like. And now we haven't put grape and apple butter on, because if the answer here, what happened to my yes box there? It went away. Let's put it back. Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay, now I have a yes box again. If the answer was yes, it's grape jelly and all this happened and none of this happened. If the answer was no here, this step didn't happen and we skipped it and we came here. So either way, you can see we have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Alright? So I hope this helps, and look forward to seeing your flowcharts.